Y'all come on and join me. We fixed to get a boat ready to go this weekend. I'm having to swap everything over from one boat to another. So, y'all, let's see what goes on behind the scenes of trying to get this junk ready. We ain't taking a little aluminum boat this weekend. We're going to take this little J14 Carolina skiff. Feel a lot more secure in the river. Especially going down there on the Alabama River, Mobile River, and everything else. And the Tensas. So, y'all come hang out while we do this. Y'all don't mind the big bear belly. Y'all see this? These are the coil packs that go on that 35 horse right there. I have replaced and replaced and replaced. I've kept on buying the cheap ones. Well, that ain't happening again. I broke down and spent some money on that joker. I'm tired of it. That's always been Old Faithful. When anything else tears up, that and run. Not here lately. It's been coil packs and stators. So, well, I finally broke down and bought some CDI products. We're going to give them a try. I've run CDI on a lot of different four-wheelers and everything else, and they've always done me good. And it's lasted for years, and as far as I know, matter of fact, I got a four-wheeler that's been running right here for many years. It's still running CDI. That's ain't been changed since. So don't go with cheap junk. Go ahead. For what I spent over a period of time of buying this cheap junk, $20, $30 a pop, I've done bought CDI products 2 times over. So y'all just take a word for wise of doing that. Don't buy the cheap junk just because it's cheap to get you by. Save you up a few dollars. Go ahead and buy the good stuff. You want to hug me and later on once you figure it out. Once you see that it's right, you want to come up and give me a hug, saving you some money in the long run. Trust me, if there's a cheap way, I've done tried it. Sound like that was them babies going in the trash can. Now I always keep spare tools down here in the bottom of this joker. I'm gonna set them right here. So I'm not going anywhere without no spare tools. You never know, I might be able to help somebody else out. So always keep your little small tool set, you know. For normal stuff on this little motor, I keep a handful of sockets and wrenches in a Ziploc bag, and I can do anything on that little motor I need to do on the water. That's perks of being that's the perks of being poor. You learn how to work on your own stuff. Anyway, this little 35 has pulled tubes with youngins on them. It's done a little bit of everything. But I can tell you, it'll run fast enough instead of when you're trying to turn straight. Well, when you're trying to turn the curve, if you don't let out of it, you're steadily going straight. That's the only thing I don't like about it. These Carolina skiffs ain't got no, they don't set the runners on sides ain't deep enough, and they will, trust me, they will put you off in the weeds. So I've learned from being younger. Let out of it just a little bit and let that back end bite. Go wherever you want it then. When I say carry spare tools, that is watered down gas that I topped off and wound up, it had water in it from the rain. I guess the cat was leaking on the tank, but like I said, carry you some tools. That right there saved me from having to bring my family in for instead of a full day of fun, we got to stay out on the water. Because I was smart enough to learn to drain a little bit of that fuel out and test it. So always, YouTube will help you out on anything. If you got any questions, ask. I'll be glad to answer. Try to help y'all out, save y'all some money. Heck, we're opening and closing that lid. I say, spare parts, spark plugs, they're cheap. Carry them with you. No, I didn't play basketball, so no, that first one did not make it. Rags, just empty snuff cans. I'll learn to clean this junk out one day. Hey look, more tools. Never know when you might need them or somebody else might need them. You help somebody. That socket has a escaped Ziploc bag. Ladies and gentlemen, do yourself a favor. I don't know why people don't want to do a lower end service. Mostly, you said that impeller. That impeller's a year old. You notice it's got an ear missing off of it. That one ear. And all this is just as brittle. You can tear it off just as pretty as you please. That joker right there is $13. There ain't no sense in burning up a motor over $13. If you that cheap, don't own a boat. It don't take just a few minutes, maybe 30 minutes at the max on any boat motor to change that. You'll love yourself for changing that. So, I'm gonna have to get me a stick. When I say this boat's a catch-all, when we're not using it, it just catches a little bit of everything. We've got cats right here and they have decided they're gonna sit at home for their babies in there. And my wife has decided to feed them in there. Yeah, so there's cat cans in there. But this is on me. Oh, scared chicken off. I ain't trying to go from talking like this to talking like this. So, y'all know where this is going. Ain't no telling how long they've been sitting in that ice chest in this boat. They won't be drunk like me. I ain't no alcoholic. I do consume a few, but I know my limit. If you're gonna be on a boat, know your limit. If you're gonna be on a boat, take somebody. Get your wife to take the boater's education course. You can do it through, like Mississippi, we have a program that's free for anybody 16 years older. Go get it, it's free. That's a free class to learn about safety. Take your youngins to sit through it, even if they ain't old enough. Let them learn. I mean, it's well worth it. I got mine to do it. And you best bet, this weekend, she can drive a regular boat, but she ain't no fan of no tiller steer. But she's fixing to become one, she just don't know it. I want her trained in any way, shape, form, fashion on any boat. That way, if something happens to me, Lord knows I don't want nothing to happen to me. I sure don't really want her driving. But still, that's besides the point, fellas. Y'all can relate. If something does happen, I know I've got a safety backup, but she can get us at least back to the dock. So, y'all, it's free. It's pure safety stuff that can be learned. That'll help y'all in the future. So, it's just a Saturday to do it. If you got a boat, you know, if she's been around a boat or any kids been around a boat, they're gonna know what they're talking about in that class. But it's very definitely well worth to go sitting through it on a Saturday. Cause Lord knows I don't want nothing to happen to any of y'all. But at least y'all can get back So, but if you run junk like I do, old junk, then there might be times you gotta sit back there and press that fuel bolt because the fuel pump went out while out there on the water. And she might have to drive, or he, one of the youngins may have to drive to get y'all back. And if you pull up that dock and that game warden's sitting there and she ain't got that safety card, boater's education card, that's a little ticket now, Granny. You ain't got one of them young idiots that's gun-ho on making a name for themselves with tickets. You know, if they use their common sense, they'll let you slide. Me, if I was a game warden, I'd let you slide. Tell you I'd educate you. It's free classes and stuff. Get them educated. But they also offer that online. And it don't take nothing to do. Just a couple, you know, it just takes a few hours to sit down and go through the class. But it's my normal little boat y'all see me in. Prop spun, but I bought that little motor for that little boat and it's been really good so far. But there ain't a thing wrong with this prop other than one thing. That rubber insert. Why they done away with the old shear pins, I'll never know. Because there wasn't nothing to stop put another shear pin in that baby and go. Hey, lesson learned from me. Carry you a few short roofing tacks that you cut the heads off of. They work too. They will get you out of a bind. So, luckily I had a pair of wire cutter in the boat. And I was able to cut the head off of one. It wasn't no fun, but it got me back. I sat there at that sandbar that afternoon and put that homemade shear pin in there. We got on back to the dock where I could buy another one, or get back where I could find another one in the toolbox drawer. I always keep little stuff like that off of older motors and stuff. You never know when you might need it. But y'all see my ingenious stuff. This is the kind of stuff I talk about. This little piece right here was off a bed frame. Well, I got this little boat. These 2x6s. That boat would run right here at the edge of both of them. So I found that old bed frame somebody was going to throw away. I wound up welding it there and mounting them farther in. So now it hits from rib to rib on that little old trailer. It's a lot easier to get on. Way, way easier than it used to be. Because if you was either 2 inches left or right, that boat would fall into that trailer. So, and it don't, for what we do, it don't take a lot of money. Yeah, it costs a little bit to buy a boat. It does. But who says you have to buy brand name boats or any of that? Hence the reason I bought that. That is cheap. I've got a little money in it now since I bought a bigger motor. And I would not have bought one of them if my carburetor wouldn't have broke the flange off. So if anybody's got a carburetor for our 1970s model, 7.5 horsepower Mercury, let me know. I'd love to get it. It's got the fuel pump on the side. I'd love to have it because that motor run like a dream, other than the fuel bowl drip, because the float needle and seat in there need to be replaced. But I think I had a helping hand in breaking that flange. So wife right here talking about the chickens fighting. The 2 little chicks. Say hello. Hey, mama, say hello. You're on candy camera. Anyway, so y'all have a good one, and we'll update y'all and give y'all some more videos and stuff, hopefully this weekend. I don't know, we're shooting to go to Alabama, put in at Satsuma, probably at Steel Creek Marina, just run around the old stomping grounds down there fishing. Another thing, I seen this bottle right here. Y'all see that? That saves a lot of money on that fish cooler. That baby's full of water. You throw it in the freezer. I keep a few of them together, throw them in the freezer, and freeze them. That bulk ice will last you all day long. It don't matter how many times you open and close that cooler. Versus a bag of ice. So, y'all keep smiling, hug somebody, tell them you love them. Might make their day. So, like I said, I'll get y'all some more videos this weekend.